It was my 13th year, and we were in the championship against another club of ours that was rival. That's my first memory of just going off in a volleyball game. You know how sometimes basketball players describe when they're shooting, they just know it's gonna go in, all the time. That's how it was for me. When I was hitting, I just knew it was gonna score. And so that was the first time I was okay, I actually am pretty good at this. My name is Cari Spears. I'm a daughter, a sister, a best friend, a state champion, a USA volleyball player, and a future Texas Longhorn.
Aiysha Spears, who played for a national championship team at LSU. 19 years later, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
People will be like, oh, you're Aiysha Spears' daughter, and I'll be like, no, I'm Cari Spears, I have a name. So just, I think, separating myself from what people see from my dad and my mom, and I'm my own individual. So I don't think it's been super hard for me, like I said, because picking volleyball made it easier too. So they can't be like, oh, you were like your mom when she played this, or oh, you were like your dad. And then just building my own name and paving my own way, choosing a different college than them, I've been able to kind of separate myself from them. But it's also cool that people do know who my parents are, and it opens up a lot of opportunities too. So I think it's an advantage in also being yeah, that's my dad, that's my mom too. So yeah, it's not a bad thing. At the end of the day, volleyball is a team sport, and you can't do it without the people next to you. So my teammates help me a lot, and then I'd say my strengths is I'm very athletic. Obviously my parents gave that to me, so I can jump high and I swing really hard. And then also I try to stay pretty level-headed, whether things are going how I want them to or not. I try not to let it show on the court, which I think most of the time it works, and it helps me to be able to maintain a consistent level of play. My position is an outside hitter. We're basically the garbage cans. And usually we're I wouldn't even say the best players on our team, just the ones that know what to do in situations, and usually we're the leaders of the team because, I mean, we're getting every ball and we're always on the court. I would just say, first off, don't make me upset. Once I get upset, something just snaps, it's a different player. It's I almost just go into overdrive, I don't know how to explain it, but everything's just going well, and you're just in a different mental space. And then also just don't leave the net open. Cause if I see a space, I'm gonna hit there. I'd say I'm most proud of the relationships I've been able to build through the sport. I met some of my best friends through the sport, and that's something that I hold very close to me, is my relationships and the people I'm close with. And then obviously winning Gatorade Players, so many great players have come from Gatorade Player and they've won. So it's just an honor to have that title of Gatorade Player of the Year, and nobody can take that away from you.
It's obviously an amazing feeling, and our team has worked so hard this year.
The first time I got it, I was literally shocked because it's USA volleyball. The team is formed obviously after the tryout period. From those girls, they take 12 girls. Practicing and building that chemistry was really fun because we're all super high level players, very competitive as well. And so it's kind of crazy, but it's really fun because you're kind of learning how everybody plays and their personalities on the court. We were so ahead of everybody. I feel like our team was stacked. So we won gold at the Pan American Cup. It was just so fun.
Before we even started the season, we knew we were gonna have a very strong team. And it was just at first finding how we would all fit in. And we struggled with that a little bit at first. We took 2 losses at the beginning of the year that we shouldn't have taken. After those 2 losses, I feel like we locked it in and we had more time together as a team. And we were figuring out everybody's roles and positions.
This weekend we're going to state, and we're trying to repeat a back-to-back state championship title, which if anybody's played sports or done anything competitive, you know it's hard to be the best at what you do back-to-back. So we have to come into the game with the right mindset every game. We're ready, we're going for it.
We won, so we knew what we needed to do and we executed, so it's the best feeling ever.
So like with Texas, they have like a huge culture around volleyball and a winning history in their program. Like the coach is a very good coach, and like the main thing that stood out for me was the opportunities we would get while we were there. And that's kind of what made my decision, like, I know this is where I want to be. And I like just got that feeling. I definitely want to accomplish winning a national championship in college. That's like one of my biggest goals, and one of the reasons I chose the school that I did is because I know that everybody around me has the same mentality and everybody's going to work to get it. Also, playing in the Olympics is one of my biggest goals. Winning gold and representing our country like that is just so fun. Like, just that feeling you get like when you're on the court representing something that's just bigger than yourself and you're representing everybody from your country. The pride you feel from that is so amazing, and just like knowing everybody supporting you. Playing in the Olympics and winning a gold medal is like probably my biggest goal.
This is my goal.